live in the 7-Figure Accelerator. This is a bonus training. Hello, everyone. My name is Nichole Carlson, and hopefully I'm live. Okay, it finally says that I'm alive. I'm live. When you jump on, say hi. Let me know where you are listening from, and let me know that you can hear me and see me, which I'm pretty sure you can. I can create a poll. Okay, all right. Well, let's mute this because I got my ear thingies on. Okay, so how to have your first 50K month, even if you haven't had a 10K month. Okay. So there's so many things to this. You have got to be energetically aligned. Hi, beautiful. Hi, Janice. So good to see you. Who else is on here? Oh my God, happy Tuesday. I'm so excited. So you've got to be energetically aligned. So I teach really 2 ways to get to 50K months. The main method that I teach is to sell high ticket. Because are you guys good at math? Are you guys good at math? Help me out here. Porsche, woo! We are here. We are live. Come on in. Help me out here with a little bit of math. So if you have high ticket offer, and your high ticket offer is 20K, how many do you have to sell to get to 50K? How many do you have to sell? Put that in the comments. I'm okay at math. I'm sure you can figure this one out. This one's super easy. How many do you have to sell if you have a 20K offer? Right? And this is the method that I like to talk about. Because what happens, come on, you guys, how many do you have to sell? 20K to get to 50K. You're going to go over, right? 3. Amy wins. Okay. Now, when I say I want you to have a 20K offer, what do you think? Kayla, come on in. What do you think when I say let's get you a 20K offer? Right? What do you think? People can't afford it. I don't know. I'm new. Like, all these things come up for you. And those are your money blocks. And here's a little secret. I want to tell you something about your money blocks. Do you guys want to know my secret? It's huge. So, people can't afford it. Yes, okay. So, people always say that. Okay. There is something that I teach that I need to teach you guys about that. People can't afford it, so you'll never get that again. But here's the secret to your money blocks. You can still make 50K months with money blocks. You can still be a millionaire with money blocks. So I don't want you to say, oh, I can't hit 50K this month or in the next 30 days because of my money blocks. Right? They just want to pay our price. Right? You guys can decide. And when I say you guys can decide to get to 50K months, when you guys feel that in your body, a lot comes up for you, right? Are you guys feeling blocked when I say that? Are you feeling like, Oh, but how? How do I do this? Are you guys feeling that resistance? Right? That resistance is your money fears. It's your money blocks. It's your self-sabotage. Right? The biggest thing keeping you from 50K months is not the fact that people can't afford it. It's what's going on inside of you. It's your internal money blocks. It's your fear. It's your resistance. Right? It's all of these things that, okay, you don't want to get on Facebook and do Facebook Lives. That's a fucking money block. That is a money block. Because lives work. I have sold 10K offers off of doing a live like this. I've gotten off of a live and then they immediately called me, signed up with me, and paid me $10,000. Right? And it's not that I said something magical. But I want you to know that these things have come up for me. These things have come up for me. There's been so, like, when I first started doing lives, I was like a mess. I was like, okay, I have a group of 100 people, right? Less than that's in here. And I was so terrified to get on a Facebook Live, and I would be in the middle of it and be like, just shut the camera off. Just shut the camera off. Because I would forget what I was saying. I would freak out, right? And I did that for so long, and I forced myself to do lives, right? I forced myself to get over that fear of judgment and criticism, and I don't care, like, how many people say, oh, I don't care about what you think about me, blah, blah, blah. We fucking do. We fucking do. We need some external validation. We definitely do need that. That's why we hire coaches. Because we have so much self-doubt in us that keep us from going big. I was afraid of going live, but I kept practicing every time. Yeah. Yeah, and even if I stop going live for like a month or two, then I get back on and I'm like, oh, that was a train wreck. All right. So it's very easy to get to 50K months. Very easy. The thing is, you need to create alignment. You need to be like, if you don't resonate with 20K offers, then what is the number that you want? Like, what is your high ticket offer? What do you want to be selling your services at? Right? What is more in alignment? 5K? Okay. Right? You can't sell a 20K offer if you have your own resistance to that. Right? But the numbers have to make sense. The numbers have, like, your offer, the pricing point for your offer has to make sense. You guys, type in your high ticket offer right now. Whether you've sold it or not, type in your high ticket offer. Right? And I want you guys to think about, if your offer was $500, I'm about to like destroy myself with the math here. If your offer was $500, how many people would you have to get into your offer to get to 50K? I think that's 10. I think that's 10, right? 10 is a lot. That means you need 1,000 leads, 1,000 leads to get 10 people into a $500 offer. Is that 500? I think that's wrong. That's got to be wrong. I got to get out the calculator. Divided by 500. Okay. 100. 100. You'd have to get 100 people. Right? Here, let me do math for you. Obviously, you don't need to know how to do math to have a 50K month. Right? A lot more. Yeah, thank you. Janice is like, you don't know how to do math. Right? Right? So 1,000 leads. If you need 100 people to sign up with you, you need 10,000 leads. You've got to know how to do the math. Right? But if your offer is 20K and you only need 3 people, that means you can hit 50K with an audience of 300. Right? Now, those numbers seem more realistic because most of you already have 300 people on your list in your audience. The other thing is that you need to be attracting high quality leads. Right? 100 leads times 500. Thank you, Janice. We should have discussed this before I got on. You need to be attracting high quality leads. So if you have 300 people on your list right now, and those 300 people are telling you, I can't afford it, I can't afford it, I can't afford it. And then you shift your energy, say you do this, these 3 weeks with Janice and I, right? You shift your energy, you start to believe that you can sell a 10 or 20K offer. You shift your energy. You've got to shift the energy of the people that you're attracting, which might mean that you need to attract new leads at that higher price point, right? That you need to attract that vibration. Because when you are attracting leads for a low ticket offer, right, that's going to be a struggle. That is going to be a struggle to sign those clients because low ticket is going to attract the people who can't afford you, right? So if you go to a high ticket offer, you've got to attract the people that can afford you and know that they need what you offer. I guarantee you that every single one of you can have a high ticket offer. Right? Type in what you guys do in the comments. I've gone through a lot of what you guys do. Yeah. Well, I mean, they're almost in any group. It's more about you putting out the right messaging. Relationship coach, 100%. You can have a high ticket offer. It's about you putting out the right messaging. Health and wellness, 100%. Jewelry boutique. I'm not sure that you can have a high ticket offer. We would have to go more into your business. But it just depends on if you're selling luxury jewelry, then you can, right? But you've got to level up if you're not selling luxury jewelry. I know someone who is selling a high ticket offer for jewelry. Content and messaging is important, yeah. 6K, okay. Yeah. Yeah. Good. Clarity and success coach, 100%. You can have a high ticket offer, right? What else? That's good. Good. Right? So you have to be at a different energy level when you raise your prices. And when I say that, I mean that you have to show up as a $10,000 coach or a $20,000 coach or a $30,000 coach, right? To work with me privately is $30K. Yeah, a lot of coaches are on. To work with me privately is $30K, which is 100% worth it because my clients go from 10K months to 50K months within the first 30 days. Right? And if you're a coach, you can make a lot of money. Yes, 100%. The only reason that someone couldn't make a lot of money is because of their mindset, because of their own blocks, right? So when about 10 years ago, I was homeless and eating out of dumpsters. And the reason I say that is not because poor me, I fell into some bad shit or whatever. No, I chose to be homeless. And what I learned from choosing to be homeless, because I was actually so pissed off at money. I was so mad. Because I thought money had destroyed my marriage. So I was like, I'm going to prove that I don't need money. I don't need you. I'm just going to be homeless, right? So I was so angry. My 20s, I was super defiant and stubborn, right? So I decided to be homeless, and I did that for about a month, and then I was like, okay, I think I've proved my point. This is dumb. I'm going back. But if you have had a rough time with money, if you've had a rough relationship with money, if you've been mad at money, which I pretty much guarantee you everyone in here probably has, right? Type in mad if you can recall a time where you have been upset with money. Like it hasn't been there for you. You're wondering when it'll come. You're working so hard and like, when is it gonna happen? Type in mad if you've had kind of a rough relationship with money, right? Type in mad. So coming back, I was a software engineer, and I came back and I got software engineering jobs, which I hated. But when I started my business, I had all these money blocks and money issues come up. Mad, Porsche, yeah. I had all these money issues come up. And here's what the money blocks look like. It looks like you are attracting clients who can't afford you. That's your money block. Right? You're not signing clients. You don't know how to convert clients. You can't figure out what your offer is. You don't know how to attract leads. All of these things are money blocks. It's your fear around money. Is this making sense? Let me know in the comments. Type in a 1 if this is making sense to you. So everything that you're getting, every reason that you're not signing that 10K client, that 6K client, that high ticket client, that's your money block. And once you shift your money block, because I've had to do a lot of work around this, right? I've been through so much where I was attracting all these people that couldn't afford it. I was so angry and resentful because I kept getting all these people who couldn't afford me. I was like, what's wrong? What am I doing wrong? It's really about your own money blocks. The thing that I learned about being homeless is that whatever situation you were in, you are choosing that. So what I mean by that is obviously, consciously, I chose to be homeless, right? But I didn't realize that there was so much underneath that I was choosing subconsciously to be homeless, that I had so much anger and resentment. towards money. So when you are stuck in your business, I want you to ask yourself, why do I not want money? Why don't I want to sign clients? Because those things are the real reason. It's not that you can't find someone who can afford you. I guarantee you 100% you can find someone who can afford you. They're probably in your audience right now. I believe that because I live in a third world country, clients can't afford me. Oh, yes. Okay, you guys are seeing your money blocks. I love this. Yes. Yeah, what type of business do you have? I feel like I know. Okay. Yeah, what type of business do you have? So, you living in a third world country, it's irrelevant because your business is global. If you're talking to me here in Texas, I could be your client, right? So it's irrelevant. I get that that's your upbringing. Yeah, you can go virtual. Yeah, but I mean, that's your own money block. I want you guys to realize, yeah, I want you guys to realize that you have the power to change this. You may be sitting there knowing that you have the power to change that, which is why you're here, because you know you have the power. Yeah. Anthea. Oh, I had to think about that. Anthea. Yeah, you are undercharging, which is fine, right? That's where you are. But you 100% can charge $10K. I want you guys to say this right now. I have the power to change. I have the power. Type that into the comments. You guys are choosing, and I know like when I say this, you're like, I'm not choosing, right? But you guys are choosing to be where you are right now. You guys are choosing to be at 10K months. You guys are choosing to be at 5K months. And when you say this, I want you guys to know that when you say this, you guys can choose something different. You guys can choose something different. When you say, I am choosing to be here, that's a shift in your body. That's starting to break down your money blocks. Because once you realize you're choosing to be here, then you can think, okay, I am actively choosing to be stuck at 10K months. How can I choose something different? Right? I want you to know I have the power to change. Yes! Yes, yes, Janice! Yes, Anthea. Anthea, my mind wants to say something different. Awesome. I want you, because like, in 2019, I had been having this pain in my body. 2018, 2019, I had been having this pain. And in 2018, 2019, this pain got so bad that I was in bed 24/7, icing, heating, doing PT, going to doctors, going to physical therapy. And I was mad at my body. I was so angry. And I knew two things. I knew that this was emotional trauma, right? This was emotional trauma, right? That I had to clear to heal myself. That is one thing that you got to know about your situation. Whether you're in pain, whether you are, stuck at, 100K months, whatever your number is, or you are in a relationship you're not too happy about. We'll just say that, right? Whatever your situation, you're there from emotional pain, emotional trauma, money beliefs that you need to heal from, relationship trauma that you need to heal from, whatever it is in your past, you're there because of emotional pain, right? The other thing I knew was that I could heal myself. I know that every single one of you knows that you can make 50K months. Do you know that you can make 50K months? Do you know that? If you didn't know that, you wouldn't even bother showing up. You would not even be here. You'd be like, that's irrelevant. It's never going to happen for me. So you guys know that you guys can make 50K months. And I want you to know that it's 100% your decision. I can show you the path. I can tell you exactly how to do it. I've done it. I'm here with Janice. She's done it too. Like we have helped so many people get to 50K months. But it's always our internal resistance that's keeping us from doing that. It's always our money blocks. It's always our past emotional pain or trauma with money, right? So when I was dealing with this leg thing and I couldn't sit in a chair, I literally could not drive anywhere without being in so much excruciating pain. I knew that I could heal myself, and I knew this was emotional pain. So I worked through the emotional pain, and I kept going to doctors, and I kept saying, like, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And you're probably sitting there thinking, when is this going to happen? When am I going to finally make it in my business? When am I going to hit 10K months? Right? When is this going to happen? Yeah. All right, show off. Janice is the queen. Queen of, like, she says I'm great at launches, but I think she's also, like, she's amazing. She's amazing. Like, if you could get Janice in your corner, oh my God. Or me. She'd probably say the same thing about me, but, like, it's up to you. Now, you probably came to this workshop thinking, I hope this works. And I want you to know that's the wrong way to think. I want you to know that you have the power to make this work. So 2019, I knew I could heal myself. And I kept thinking, when is it going to happen? When is it going to happen? And then I remember the day. I was in a massage. I was going every single week, which wasn't helping, which I don't know why I kept going. But I was like, I don't know what else to do. And I was in a massage, and the guy said, we have another problem. And I was irate. I was so fed up with being hurt, stuck, isolated. I couldn't run my business. I was having depression. And I decided that I was healed. And I literally healed myself. And I look back to that and I think, I had the power all along. I had the power to heal myself for 9 months. But I didn't know how. I didn't know how to get myself on the other side of that thought. Like, how do you actually heal yourself? How do you actually make 50K months? How do you actually do this thing? You know that this is possible. But you have to decide that it's possible for you. You have the power. You have to choose. You have to opt into this. It's not me. Like, I know how to do it. I know how to show you how to do it. But unless you decide, unless you choose, nothing's going to change for you. Nothing. Literally nothing's going to change for you. You've got to decide. And, I thought that I decided. When I was sitting there with my pain and going to the doctors, and I thought that I had decided. But deep down inside, I know I was still holding on to my pain. Here's how you know if you've decided. Are you still stuck? If you're still stuck, then have you really made that decision? Have you really claimed your power to change your situation? I can tell you exactly how to get to 50K months. I can tell you exactly the offer that you need to make. I can tell you exactly the steps that you need to take in your business to get to 50K months. But I can't make you do it. I can't make you decide. You have to decide. You have to decide that you are healed. You have to decide that in spite of your money blocks, you are still going to hit 50K months. You have to opt in. So who's with me? Who is opting in for 50K months? Who has decided? Let me know. Because it can happen for you. But you have to decide to opt in. You have to decide that this is going to happen. Right? 100% this can happen for you. We can walk you through step by step. But if you still have your money fears, which we definitely work through. Janice and I have gone through so much money healing with our, I'm not homeless. Right? I attract ready to buy clients. I'm selling high ticket, hitting 50K months. I've done the work. I have the strategies. But the strategies, I've been stuck with the strategies because I keep running into my money blocks. And so I have to work through another money block. And then the strategy starts working. Right? So you guys have to give yourself grace. Give yourself grace. Because you have been through a lot. You have had a lot of money trauma. You have had a lot of work that you needed to do. You're supposed to be where you are right now. You're supposed to be maybe a little stuck. Maybe getting a few people who say, I'm not ready for, I'm not ready to invest. And that's fine. Keep reading those signs and say, okay, I've got a little more work to do. I'm going to love myself enough to keep showing up and hit that 50K. And we know it's not about hitting the 50K. It's about loving yourself to back yourself. It's about loving yourself to show up for yourself. It's about loving your clients to show up for them, to change their lives. Yeah, totally. So much healing here coming from the Philippines. Okay, there you go. Raised by a single mom and was verbally abused. She kept saying money is hard to make. Yes, we all have our money trauma. I watched as my dad left my mom after 24 years. And my mom and dad claimed bankruptcy. And I watched her be alone. And my brother and I were out of the house and both married at the time. Awkward. watch her go through bankruptcy, lose her house, and then she got sick. And then I watched her die from cancer. And the thing of it is I blamed money for my parents' divorce. I'm trying not to cry. I blamed money for my parents' divorce. I blamed money for my divorce. I blamed money for all that happened. And we do this, but we need to heal from it, right? Because money has always been there for us. We just have a bad relationship with money and we need to heal. And when you do that, when you can really recognize that you have had this past trauma and give yourself grace for not being there. It's okay that you're not there. It's okay. But it's not okay that you stay here. Okay? We want to walk you through step by step, tell you exactly what you need to do. We want you to go big because we know that people are supposed to be lining up to work with you. Right? We want that for you. We can see that in you, which is why you are here. I don't know why y'all so quiet. Okay. So, that is it for today. We are going to see you on Thursday at the same bat time, the same bat channel for Janice's little chat. And don't know what she's going to talk about, but it's going to expand your wealth consciousness and allow you to start attracting money and high ticket clients who are ready to buy from you now. So we'll see you on Thursday. Yes, there are lots of yes, 100%. So many. So many. We're just so blind to them because of our own money blocks. Okay, so I will see you on Thursday, and I'm so excited too. Love you guys. Bye.